we got ourselves a little 2009 Chevy Cobalt in here today. So this thing has shown up. It has a stumble at idle and a check engine light on. So you may think when you feel that rough idle that it's probably a spark plug or a coil pack, and it may be. But I went ahead and pulled the codes on this one. It's a P0011 and P0010, which are the intake and exhaust camshaft actuators, and that will cause a stumble at idle. So we are going to start there. This is something anybody can do. I'm talking first time, never touched a car, it doesn't matter. It takes almost nothing, and it's the simplest job you'll ever do in your life. So I will show you how to change them right meow. But first, I will put a link up here in the top of the video and in the description below for the parts that we use on Amazon if you want to wait a bit and order those. They come pretty quick, and that really helps us out. But let's dive into it and we'll get started. All right, so first things first, we need to get this plastic cover here off. So what we're going to do is take out this oil cap here, pop, 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 and then we're just going to grab it and pull up on it, and that will come right on out of there. All right, so now that we got the cover off, it is, like I said, so freaking simple. You're going to come right here. One of these is intake, one of these is exhaust. You have one 10mm bolt that holds them in. It's as simple as that. We're going to take those out. We're going to put new ones in. So what ends up happening is if you don't change your oil at the recommended intervals and you're not using synthetic oil, these puppies will clog up with that gooey, sticky, bad oil, especially conventional, if you don't change like every 3,000 miles, and they will go out. They go out all the time. So I'm going to go grab the new ones, and we are going to get them installed right now, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, and away we go. So we're going to start with the intake, which is the forward-most solenoid right here. So you can tell by looking down here. So this is your intake piping, and your exhaust manifold comes off the back side, back there. So this is intake in the front. So we are going to squeeze this retainer here, wiggle and jiggle, and get it off of there, just like that. Now we'll take out that 10mm bolt down there, and then we will grab a hold of that puppy and gently wiggle it out. It does have an O-ring on it, so we're going to make sure that O-ring comes out with it, and we'll just jiggle and make it a little stuck. But I'll try and keep the camera running here while I do it real quick. We just come right in here and just take that out. I'm gonna grab a magnet, and there is our bolt. Now we will grab a hold of the top of the solenoid, and we'll just do a little twisty wiggle. Twisty wiggle. At least that was the plan. Let me get this connector off so I don't damage it on accident. Trying to twist and pull. There we go. There it goes. Just like that. Voila! Alright, so then what you're going to want to do, because this does have an O-ring on it, I'll take like a used thing of oil that I just have on the shelf, shake it up, then you'll run your finger in that oil and just rub it around this O-ring to make sure it's nice and lubricated before you drop it in. You can use the old oil off of the other sensor if you don't have spare oil laying around, or even just a little bit of grease. But yeah, you just basically put on your finger and just rub it around that O-ring. And now we are ready to drop in our new unit here. Then we're just going to run it down nice and easy, and we'll give it a nice little eep, and that is plenty tight enough. Now we're gonna get the exhaust in. Then you'll just do the exact same thing for the exhaust if you need the exhaust. That's all there is to it. Put your plugs back in, and then push your cover back on, and wham bam, you're donezo. No need to pay a mechanic big money to do that job. It is super quick, super easy, super fast. If that video helped you out, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you want to see some more.